What's up, everybody? Josh here from Lorgasm, and let's talk about what I think they could have improved on Season 2, Chapter 13 of The Mandalorian. Now, before I get started, I just want to point out that I love every episode of The Mandalorian. There has not been one episode that I have actively disliked. And I love everything that Dave Filoni has done with The Mandalorian, with Clone Wars, with Rebels, everything. But there are two things in this episode that I feel could be improved upon to make this an absolute perfect episode. Now, I already give the episode 10 out of 10 because I love Ahsoka, I love her whole character. I was one of those people that started off hating her because she wasn't part of the movies, so how did Anakin have a Padawan? But as the series went on, I fell in love with her character. And not one of those creepy ways. But the first thing, in my opinion, they could have fixed was with show don't tell. And what I mean by that is, in most shows and movies, they say show don't tell. So instead of having a character explain everything, show it. We want to see it. And in this episode, there just happens to be one thing that I feel could have been amazing if they would have shown. And that's when Ahsoka is conversating with Grogu before we find out his name and what happened to him. I feel like in that scene, yes, it was good to show Mando pacing back and forth because he's antsy, because it's his son. And he wants to know what's happening, what's going on, is she going to train him, all that. But I also feel like if they would have had Ahsoka have force visions, as she's talking with Grogu, showing what happened to him. Maybe, he's in the temple and all the younglings are getting slaughtered.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
And then you hear just people run into the room and they're like, where is he? Where is he? Is he safe? Is he safe? And then say his name. And then he pops up. And then they take him and they run. And it could maybe be a Jedi that we know. Or maybe be a whole new Jedi. And show us, you don't even have to show us who saved him. Or who took him. They can save that as a reveal for another time. To show a figure grabbing him and taking off, saying his name. Maybe also show his past masters in a little force vision would be awesome. But I feel that would have been amazing to see and would have elevated this episode tenfold. And the only other issue, it's not even an issue per se, the only other thing I thought could have improved even just the slightest bit would be to merge Ashley Eckstein's voice with Rosario Dawson's. And that is for us to have a better transition, because I know that's a lot of people's big gripes with her, besides her let go not being long enough. But Dave Filoni put in a tweet that this could have took place before the very last scene in Rebels. So her let go could be shorter, if that's true. It's probably just because it's easier to do the fight scenes with short Leku, and obviously there's going to be some sacrifices for coming to live action. But the voice, it's not like they haven't done voice merging in Star Wars before. Heck, they did it for the last season of Clone Wars in the last 4 episodes, and they did it in Rise of Skywalker. So I feel like they should have merged Ashley Eckstein's voice with Rosario Dawson's, and then when the Ahsoka show comes out, slowly start taking Ashley Eckstein out and just leaving Rosario Dawson's, and then it'd be a good transition into having Rosario Dawson's voice. That way people are more comfortable with it, and they wouldn't be so like, oh, that's not my Ahsoka because she doesn't sound the same. And that is honestly like the only two things I think could have improved that episode from being a 10 out of 10 to an 100 out of 10. Well, that's all I got for you today, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. May the Force be with you.